Tobias, it just seemed like right from the jump, you guys didn't have a ton of energy, really matched them. What do you think? What do you think caused them to be able to jump on you guys from the jump like that?
I mean, you hit it on the head right there. Like, our energy wasn't there from the start of the game. I thought that obviously they made a bunch of plays that we really weren't able to kind of go back at. And then, just from the start of it, we kind of deflated us, and we never were able to get right back into it, and then to get that type of rhythm that we wanted during the course of the game. So, it's disappointing. It's a tough loss. Just considering the expectation into the game and what we wanted to accomplish. But we got to get back on track now.
Tobias, can you put your finger on why you think you guys didn't have that energy at the start?
No, I mean, honestly, I wish I could. But, it's unfortunate that was the type of start that we had to the game. But, yeah, I can't pinpoint what it is, Keith.
Tobias, you guys suffered a very similar loss in 2019 on the road in Toronto in Game 5. What do you remember about what was the key to bouncing back from that and forcing that Game 7 with you guys?
Just honestly, getting ourselves right to knowing what has worked for us in this series, and we gotta go back home and be ready. We have to bring that same amount of energy that they brought to this game for us. But that's a bad loss for us. We understand it, we know it, but we have to get ourselves right to be able to let that go, figure out ways to get better in 24 hours pretty much, and get ourselves ready to get a win.
James, Doc mentioned just the Heat's physicality kind of disrupting you guys offensively. Just how specifically do they use that physicality to kind of make it so you can't get to your spots on offense and run the stuff that you guys want to run?
Yeah, it's supposed to be a playoff game, and the physicality should be able to be on both ends of the ball. And I don't feel like tonight it was they were physical. We missed shots. They got off to a good start. Being down 12 in that first quarter, on the road against a really good team is difficult. We can't allow that to happen, especially Game 5, in the two games where we just, came off on our home court playing well. So it's just difficult to come back and kind of fight your way back, and we just never got our pop.
I guess you said, they were physical. Do you get the sense that y'all couldn't be as physical as they were?
No comment.
James, Doc used the words they were a lot more engaged, and he said that was on him and the players. Do you agree that you guys weren't as engaged as the Heat were tonight?
Yeah, like from the jump though. What they got? 31 points in that first quarter. I think we just were engaged defensively, and that slowed down our offense. We got to be engaged. We got to be locked in. Like in the second round of the playoffs, on the road in Game 5, it's not good enough just to play hard. You got to play hard, and you got to be able to think possession by possession. And we just didn't, put enough thinking possessions together. And that was the case. No.
Tobias, you mentioned getting back to what works for you guys. Just given this version of this team hasn't been together that long, like what are those core things that you can lean on in a difficult spot?
First is our energy on the floor. When we're physical, when we're connected as a group, that's defensively mainly. That's where we're at our best, when we're able to get the ball out in transition, run, our energy towards that end has always been key for us on both sides of the basketball. Moving the basketball, getting to the paint, kicking out, shooting threes, getting downhill for layups is when we're at our best. So, those things all come through the course of the game. And for us today, we let them go on a little run early on in the game. And for us, I don't think that we were engaged enough mentally to kind of come out of that run and kind of fix ourselves to make a run for ourselves. So those are all things that we know we can do and we have done this year that we have to get back to in the next game.
Three more go Barry, Dave, and Gina.
They have young guys on their team like Strus and Vincent trying to make a name for themselves. James, with Gabe, the Heat's 5-0 and he's filled in for Kyle. What do you admire about his game, Vincent's game as a young guy?
He just gets after it. They just, him and Strus, play. I mean, obviously they play hard, but their shooting ability is key. They're able to, create shots and create pace on their offense. Last few games, game 3 and 4 at home, I think we did a really good job of just slowing them down. And, game 5, Strus has 19-some points. Just gets off and gets them going, and they just keep coming at you. So we got to do a really good job of knowing and finding their shooters and being as solid as possible.
James, you guys have had a lot of success this series, like in the half court, getting them moving, and then attacking, whether passing off the dribble. How do you get back to that? What that wasn't necessarily there tonight. And
just get to it. I mean, but it's difficult, like I said before, when you're playing against a set defense every possession. You know what I mean? Like, we got 19 points in that first quarter. We didn't get any stops. And that's the start of the game. That's going to, carry over throughout the course of 2, 3, 4 in the fourth quarter. And we didn't do that. You know what I mean? So it's difficult to play against a half-court defense possession by possession, especially, on the road. We get stops now. Instead of playing against a half-court defense every possession, maybe every once in a while, you know what I mean? So I feel like that was key for tonight.
Tobias, when Joel got popped in the face at that one point in the first half, was that kind of just a reminder of everything he's trying to play through right now?
Yeah, for sure.
That's one go to Rich.
James, with the way they're guarding Joel, kind of trying to deny him the ball, do you think it's a mix of trying to get him the ball in better spots, but also maybe getting the balls to guys like Tobias, Tyrese, some of the other guys who they're maybe selling out against Joel?
You talking about me passing them the ball?
Just your whole offense at all. Like, your whole offense with the way they're defending Joel very aggressively.
What are you asking me?
Is it a matter of getting him the ball in better spots or other players kind of, working off the help schemes that they're going against?
I think it's a little bit of both. I think we can make it easier on Joe, getting him the ball tighter, closer to the basket. And then once they are double teaming or, showing their bodies from wherever position they are, we got to do a better job of making ourselves available. But then also we can't just try to force feed the ball into them. We got to be players out there and go out there and just be aggressive and attack that rim and generate, open looks. So it's a combination of both.
Joe, just how do you explain the poor effort in this one tonight?
Defense. We didn't play defense. We weren't physical enough. We weren't locked in from the beginning, and they took advantage of it.
Joe, just how are you feeling after getting popped in the face, and also like it maybe hurt your back a little bit, and just how much pain were you in when you were on the ground for a little bit?
I don't exactly know what happened, but I just felt something to my face in that area. Pretty painful, but it's whatever.
Well, with or without you, you guys have been kind of inconsistent this postseason. So what do you attribute that? Kind of play great sometimes, you guys have played very poorly other times.
I don't think we've been inconsistent. We just, that's just like tonight. We weren't focused enough. We didn't play hard. We didn't follow the game plan. It was just too easy for them offensively. We didn't move the ball. I don't think we shared the ball like we have been sharing the ball. And so we just, like I said, we just gotta be locked in and play like we played those last 2 games before this one.
Well, after you took the hit in the second quarter, how much did that deter you from attacking the paint in the second half?
I don't know. I'm just trying my best, honestly.
And Joel, you say you're just trying your best. I mean, how are you feeling? Because today you just didn't seem like your normal self from the start. How are you feeling?
Man, I don't know. I thought, coming in, I had the right mindset. I had the right mindset about, what I wanted to accomplish, and as far as myself and the team to try to get the win. And there's a lot going on. Sometimes your body and whatever that's going on, as just won't allow you to just be yourself. In those moments you just gotta keep pushing, hope for the best. But like I said, at this point it's all about just being there and just keep pushing.
Joe, just as the leader of this team, you go home and you're facing elimination. Just what kind of message do you just kind of tell the team as you guys get ready for this one on Thursday?
Share the ball, obviously. Defensively, we gotta be locked in. For myself, I gotta dig deeper than I have. Kind of try to forget about what's going on and just play freely. Even the 2 wins, I wasn't aggressive tonight. I tried to in the third quarter, and we just couldn't get stops. And I just gotta have that mentality for 4 quarters. And I like our chances to come back here.
Well, Jimmy seems to be in a great rhythm right now. How do you guys make him less comfortable?
We got pressure him. Obviously, we haven't done a good job on them. We just got make him work hard for whatever he's getting. You see, how they're guarding me. Then they will not allow me to catch the ball. It's hard for me to have the ball in my hands. So we gotta have that same mentality. Just playing against them, and especially him.